समस्त लोक सुखिनो भवन्तु।
समस्त लोका सुखिनो भवन्तु।
समस्त लोक सुखिनो भवन्तु।
समस्त लोका सुखिनो भवन्तु।
समस्त लोक सुखिनो भवन्तु।
समस्त लोका सुखिनो भवन्तु।
शांति शांति शांति।
स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। साईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वः प्रचोदयात्। साईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वः प्रचोदयात्। साईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वः प्रचोदयात्। शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः।
श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ओम्। गणानां ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पत आनः शृण्वन्नोतिभिः सीदसादनम् प्रणो देवी सरस्वती वाजेभिर्वाजिनीवती धीनामवित्रवतु गणेशाय नमः सरस्वत्यै नमः श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ओम् ॐ नमो भगवते रुद्राय ॐ नमस्ते रुद्रमन्यव उतोत इषवे नमः नमस्ते अस्तु धन्वने बाहुभ्यामुत ते नमः या त इषुः शिवतमा शिवं बभूव ते धनुः शिवा शरव्या या तव तया नो रुद्रमृडया या ते रुद्र शिवा तनूरघोरा पापकाशिनी तया नस्तनुवाशन्तमया गिरिशन्ताभिचाकशीः यामिषुङ्गिरिशन्तहस्ते बिभर्षस्तवे शिवाङ्गिरित्रतां कुरु माहि गुंसीः पुरुषं जगत् शिवेन वचसा त्वा गिरिशाच्छावदामसि यथा नः सर्वमिज्जगदयक्ष्मगुं सुमना असत अध्यवोचदधिवक्ता प्रथमो दैव्योऽभिषक अहीकश्च सर्वान् जम्भयन् सर्वाश्च यातु धान्यः असौ यस्ताम्रो अरुण उत बभ्रुः सुमङ्गलः ये चेमागुं रुद्रा अभितो दिक्षु श्रिता सहस्रशो वैशागुं हेडईमहे असव्यो वसर्पति नीलग्रीवो विलोहितः उतैनं गोपा अदृशन्नदृशन्नुदहार्यः उतैनौ विश्वा भूतानि सदृष्टो मृडयातिनः नमो अस्तु नीलग्रीवाय सहस्राक्षाय मीढुषे अथो ये अस्य सत्त्वानो हन्तेभ्यो करन्नमः प्रमुञ्च धन्वनस्त्वमुभयोरार्तियोर्जा याश्च ते हस्त इषवः पराता भगवो वपा अवतत्य धनुस्त्वगुं सहस्राक्षशतेषु धे निशीर्य शल्यानामुखा शिवो नः सुमना भवा विज्जन् धनुः कपर्दिनो विशल्यो बाणवागुम् उता अनेशन्नस्येषव आभुरस्य निषङ्गतिः या ते हेतिर्मीढुष्टमहस्ते बभूव ते धनुः तयास्मान् विश्वतस्त्वमयक्ष्मया परिभुजा नमस्ते अस्त्वायुधाय नातताय धृष्णवे उभाभ्यामुत ते नमो बाहुभ्यां तव धन्वने परिते धन्वनो हेतिरस्मान् ऋणक्तु विश्वतः अथो य इषुधिस्तवारे अस्मन्निधेहितम् नमस्ते अस्तु भगवन् विश्वेश्वराय महादेवाय त्र्यम्बकाय त्रिपुरान्तकाय त्रिकाग्निकालाय कालाग्निरुद्राय नीलकण्ठाय मृत्युञ्जयाय सर्वेश्वराय सदाशिवाय श्रीमन्महादेवाय नमः नमो हिरण्यबाहवे सेनान्ये दिशां च पतये नमो नमो वृक्षेभ्यो हरिकेशेभ्यः पशूनां पतये नमो नमः सस्पिञ्जराय त्विषीमते पथीनां पतये नमो नमो बभ्रुषाय विव्याधिने नानां पतये नमो नमो हरिकेशायोपवीतिने पुष्टानां पतये नमो नमो भवस्य हेत्यै जगतां पतये नमो नमो रुद्राय तताविने क्षेत्राणां पतये नमो नमः सूताय हन्त्याय वनानां पतये नमो नमो रोहिताय स्थपतये वृक्षाणां पतये नमो नमो मन्त्रिणे वाणिजाय कक्षाणां पतये नमो नमो भुवन्तये वारिवस्कृताय औषधीनां पतये नमो नमः उच्चैर्घोषाय क्रन्दयते पत्तीनां पतये नमो नमः कृत्स्नवीताय धावते सत्त्वनां पतये नमः नमः सहमानाय निर्व्याधिना आव्याधिनीनां पतये नमो नमः ककुभाय निषङ्गिणे सेनानां पतये नमो नमो निषङ्गिण इषुधिमते तस्कराणां पतये नमो नमो वञ्चते परिवञ्चते स्थायूनां पतये नमो नमो निचेरवे परिचरायारण्यानां पतये नमो नमः सृकाविभ्यो जिघागुंसद्भ्यो मुष्णतां पतये नमो नमोऽसिमद्भ्यो नक्तं चरद्भ्यः प्रकृन्तानां पतये नमो नमः उष्णीषिणे गिरिचराय कुलुञ्चानां पतये नमो नमः इषुमद्भ्यो धन्वाविभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः आतन्वानेभ्यः प्रतिदधानेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः आयच्छद्भ्यो विसृजद्भ्यश्च वो नमो नमोऽस्यद्भ्यो विद्यद्भ्यश्च वो नमो नमः आसीनेभ्यः शयानेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः स्वपद्भ्यो जाग्रद्भ्यश्च वो नमो नमस्तिष्ठद्भ्यो धावद्भ्यश्च वो नमो नमः सभाभ्यः सभापतिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो अश्वेभ्योऽश्वपतिभ्यश्च वो नमः नमः आव्याधिनीभ्यो विविध्यन्तीभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः उगणाभ्यस्त्रिगुंहतीभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो गृत्सेभ्यो गृत्सपतिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो व्रातेभ्यो व्रातपतिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो गणेभ्यो गणपतिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो विरूपेभ्यो विश्वरूपेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो महद्भ्यः क्षुल्लकेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो रथिभ्यो रथेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो रथेभ्यो रथपतिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः सेनाभ्यः सेनानिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः क्षत्रुभ्यः सङ्ग्रहीतृभ्यश्च वो नमो नमस्तक्षभ्यो रथकारेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः कुलालेभ्यः कर्मारेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः पुञ्जिष्टेभ्यो निषादेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः इषुकृद्भ्यो धन्वकृद्भ्यश्च वो नमो नमो मृगयुभ्यः श्वनिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः श्वभ्यः श्वपतिभ्यश्च वो नमः नमो भवाय च रुद्राय च नमः शर्वाय च पशुपतये च नमो नीलग्रीवाय च शितिकण्ठाय च नमः कपर्दिने च व्युक्तकेशाय च नमः सहस्राक्षाय च शतधन्वने च नमो गिरिशाय च शिपिविष्टाय च नमो मीढुष्टमाय चेषुमते च नमो ह्रस्वाय च वामनाय च नमो बृहते च वर्षीयसे च नमो वृद्धाय च संवृध्वने च नमो अग्र्याय च प्रथमाय च नमः आशवे चाजिराय च नमः शीघ्रियाय च शीभ्याय च नमः ऊर्म्याय चावस्वन्याय च नमः स्रोतस्याय च द्वीप्याय च नमो ज्येष्ठाय च कनिष्ठाय च नमः पूर्वजाय च परजाय च नमो मध्यमाय च पगल्भाय च नमो जघन्याय च बुध्नियाय च नमः सोभ्याय च प्रतिसर्याय च नमो याम्याय च क्षेम्याय च नमः उर्वर्याय च खल्याय च नमः श्लोक्याय चावसान्याय च नमो वन्याय च कक्ष्याय च नमः श्रवाय च प्रतिश्रवाय च नमः आशुषेणाय चाशुरथाय च नमः शूराय चावभिन्दते च नमो वर्मिणे च वरूथिने च नमो बिल्मिने च कवचिने च नमः श्रुताय च श्रुतसेनाय च नमो दुन्दुभ्याय च हनन्याय च नमो धृष्णवे च प्रमृषाय च नमो दूताय च प्रहिताय च नमो निषङ्गिणे चेषु धिमते च नमस्तीक्ष्णेशवे चायुधिने च नमः स्वायुधाय च सुधन्वने च नमः श्रुत्याय च पथ्याय च नमः काट्याय च नीप्याय च नमः सूत्याय च सरस्याय च नमो नाद्याय च वैशन्ताय च नमः कूप्याय च वट्याय च नमो वर्ष्याय च वर्ष्याय च नमो मेघ्याय च विद्युत्याय च नमः ईध्रियाय च तप्याय च नमो वात्याय च रेश्म्याय च नमो वास्तव्याय च वास्तुपाय च ॐ हर 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 ॐ नमः सोमाय च रुद्राय च नमः ताम्राय च अरुणाय च नमः शङ्गाय च पशुपतये च नमः उग्राय च भीमाय च नमो अग्रे वधाय च दूरे वधाय च नमो हन्त्रे च हनीयसे च नमो वृक्षेभ्यो हरिकेशेभ्यो नमस्ताराय नमः शम्भवे च मयो भवे च नमः शङ्कराय च मयस्कराय च नमः शिवाय च शिवतराय च नमस्तीर्थ्याय च कूल्याय च नमः पार्याय च वार्याय च नमः प्रतरणाय चोत्तरणाय च नमः आतार्याय च लाद्याय च नमः षष्प्याय च फेन्याय च नमः सिकत्याय च प्रवाह्याय च नमः इरिण्याय च प्रपथ्याय च नमः किगुंशिलाय च क्षयणाय च नमः कपर्दिने च पुलस्तये च नमो गोष्ठ्याय च गृह्याय च नमः स्थल्प्याय च गेह्याय च नमः काट्याय च गह्वरेष्ठाय च नमो हृदयाय च निवेश्प्याय च नमः पागुंसव्याय च रजस्याय च नमः शुष्क्याय च हरित्याय च नमो लोप्याय चोलप्याय च नमः ऊर्व्याय च सूर्म्याय च नमः पर्ण्याय च पर्णशद्याय च नमो पगुरमाणाय चाभिघ्नते च नमः आखिदते च प्रखिदते च नमो वह्किरिकेभ्यो देवानागुं हृदयेभ्यो नमो विक्षीणकेभ्यो नमो विचिन्वत्केभ्यो नमः आनिर्हतेभ्यो नमः आमीवत्केभ्यः द्रापे अन्धसस्पते दरिद्रन्नीललोहिता येषां पुरुषाणाम् येषां पशूनां मा भेर्मा रोमो येषां किञ्चनाममत या ते रुद्र शिवा तनु शिवा विश्वाह भेषजी शिवा रुद्रस्य भेषजी तया नो मृडजीवसे इमागुं रुद्राय तवसे कपर्दिने क्षयद्वीराय प्रभरामहे मतिम् यथा नश्यमसद्विपदे चतुष्पदे विश्वं पुष्टं ग्रामे अस्मिन्ननातुरम् मृडानो रुद्रोतनो मयस्कृधि क्षयद्वीराय नमसा विधेमते यच्छञ्च योश्च मनुरायजे पिता ततश्याम तव रुद्र प्रणीतौ मानो महान्तमुतमानो अर्भकं मान उक्षन्तमुतमान उक्षितम् मानो वधीः पितरं मोत मातरं प्रियामानस्तनुवो रुद्ररीर्षः मानस्तोके तनये मान आयुषि मानो गोषु मानो अश्वेषु रीरिषः वीरान्मानो रुद्रभामितो वधेर्हविष्मन्तो नमसा विधेमते आरात्ते गोघ्न उत पूरुषग्ने क्षयद्वीराय सुम्नमस्मेते अस्तु रक्षा च नो अधि च देव ब्रूयथा च नः शर्म यच्छद्विबर्हाः सुहिश्रुतं कर्तसदयुवानं मृगन्न भीममुपहत्नुमुग्रम् मृडाचरित्रे रुद्रस्तवानो अन्यन्ते अस्मन्निवपन्तु सेनाः परिणो रुद्रस्य हेतेर्वृणक्तु परित्वेषस्य दुर्मतिरघायोः अवस्थिरा मघवद्भ्यस्तनुष्वमीढ्वस्तोकायतनयाय मृडया मीढुष्टमशिवतम शिवो नः सुमना भव परमे वृक्ष आयुधन्निधाय कृत्तिं वसान आचर पिनाकं बिभ्रदागहि विकिरित विलोहित नमस्ते अस्तु भगवः यास्ते सहस्रगुं हेतयोन्यमस्मन्निवपन्तु ताः सहस्राणि सहस्रधा बाहुवोस्तव हेतयः तासामीशानो भगवः पराचीनामुखाकृति सहस्राणि सहस्रशो ये रुद्रा अधिभूम्याम् तेषागुं सहस्रयोजने वधन्वानि तन्मसि अस्मिन् महत्यर्णवेन्तरिक्षे भवा अधि नीलग्रीवा शितिकण्ठा शर्वा अधः क्षमाचराः नीलग्रीवा शितिकण्ठादिवगुं रुद्रा उपश्रिताः ये वृक्षेषु सस्पिञ्जरा नीलग्रीवा विलोहिताः ये भूतानामधिपतयो विशिखासक्कपर्दिनः ये अन्येषु विविध्यन्ति पात्रेषु पिबतो जनान् ये पथां पथिरक्षय ऐलभृतायव्युधः ये तीर्थानि प्रचरन्ति श्रिकावन्तो निषङ्गिणः य एतावन्तश्च भूयागुंसश्च दिशो रुद्रावितस्थिरे तेषागुं सहस्रयोजने वधन्वानि तन्मसि नमो रुद्रेभ्यो ये पृथिव्यां येऽन्तरिक्षे ये दिवि येषामन्नं वातो वर्षमिषवस्तेभ्यो दश प्राचीर्दश दक्षिणा दश प्रतीचीर्दशोदीचीर्दशोध्वास्तेभ्यो नमस्ते नो मृणयन्तु ते यद्विष्मो यश्च नोर्ध्वे स्थितं वोचं भेदधामि त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्षीयमामृतात् यो रुद्रो अग्नौ यो अप्सु य ओषधीषु यो रुद्रो विश्वा भुवना विवेश तस्मै रुद्राय नमो अस्तु ये ते सहस्रमयुतं पाशा मृत्योमर्त्याय हन्तवे तान् यज्ञस्य मायया सर्वान् वयजामहे मृत्यवे स्वाहा मृत्यवे स्वाहा प्राणानां ग्रन्थिरसि रुद्रो मा विशान्तकः तेनान्येनाप्यायस्व नमो रुद्राय विष्णवे मृत्युर्मे पाहि तमुष्टु हि यस्विषुः सुधन्वायो विश्वस्य क्षयति भेषजस्य यक्ष्वा महेशौ मनसाय रुद्रन्नमोभिर्देवमसुरन्दुवस्य अयं मे हस्तो भगवान् अयं मे भगवत्तरः अयं मे विश्वभेषजो यगुं शिवाभिमर्शनः ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः ॐ शञ्च मे मयश्च मे प्रियञ्च मे नुकामश्च मे कामश्च मे सौमनसश्च मे भद्रञ्च मे श्रेयश्च मे वस्यश्च मे यशश्च मे भगश्च मे द्रविणञ्च मे यन्ता च मे धर्ता च मे क्षेमश्च मे धृतिश्च मे विश्वञ्च मे महश्च मे संविच्च मे ज्ञात्रञ्च मे सूश्च मे प्रसूश्च मे सीरञ्च मे लयश्च मरुतञ्च मे मृतञ्च मे यक्ष्मं च मे नाम यच्च मे जीवातुश्च मे दीर्घायुत्वं च मे न मित्रं च मे भयं च मे सुगं च मे शयनं च मे सुषा च मे सुधिनं च मे ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्यः परिपालयन्ताम् न्यायेन मार्गेण महिषाः गोब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यम् समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः
Om Shri Sai Ram. Offering myself on behalf of all of you at the divine lotus feet of our dear Lord Bhagwan Shri Satya Sai Baba, we have again come back home. हमारे घर वापसी हो गई है. My dearest Swami, esteemed seniors from the Central Trust, respected Director Sir, seniors in the audience of the dais, brothers and sisters, my Sai family, and most of all, my most dear patients and their attenders who have come from all across the country. A very good morning to all of you. My name is Dr. Prayakini. I am a cardiologist. I work at our Bangalore hospital, our Bangalore hospital. I have been a Sevadal, I have been a Bal Vikas, I have been there, and I also serve as staff for the last 18 years now. It is with great pride and profound gratitude that on behalf of all of you, I stand here to conduct the opening ceremony of the Silver Jubilee celebrations of the Institute of Higher Medical Sciences, started by Bhagwan Baba. Let us all wish ourselves a very happy Silver Jubilee. Swami's youngest daughter has just turned 25. Today, as we turn silver, it is a moment of reflection as well as gratitude to him for having been the backbone of our free, loving and universal healthcare, for the Central Trust for getting the wheels running on every day, and to each one of you, the doctors, the physicians, the nurses, sisters, technicians here, back home, technical staff, everyone, Sevadals, each and every person, security to the ward, each one of you, we stand before you to thank you. And more often, Swami's boys, Swami's handpicked boys who have been taking us forward along with the whole trust initiatives. But on a Monday morning, you would ask, why is a cardiologist here not putting stents back home? Because there is a vacuum. There is a sadness even in this celebration. There is a sadness that we forgot what the divine doctor taught us. There is a sadness that we have not understood that Nagar Sankirtan was not songs, but it was walk. He wanted us to walk. There was sadness that we forgot, avoid Hari Vari Kari. We forgot all that, didn't we? Because we have 30 and 40-year-old people who are coming here to our hospital in Patparthi and our hospital in Whitefield with heart attacks. Where had we lost away? Where really have we lost away so that after Rudram, Swami makes this center stage for us today on a 25th anniversary to discuss preventive cardiology? Where did we lose our way really? We have families which are devastated. When you have a 30 or a 40-year-old lost, the family gets orphaned. Anath ho jate hain families. Ladies get widowed, vidwa ho jate hain. Bacche maa aur baap nahi paate. How sad is that? Would he be happy? Is not a pain when he said, I want no patient coming to my hospital. That is my happiest day. That's what Swami said. What did he really mean with the profundity of that statement? Swami कहते हैं कि मैं सबसे खुश तब हूं जब कोई पेशेंट बनती मेरे हॉस्पिटल में ना आए. Did we understand that statement? No. No. Our center stage is stents, bypass, stents, bypass. कब तक करेंगे? हार गए साहब हम लोग. We have lost it. We can keep doing this to no end. The answer is preventive cardiology. That is what SPARSH is. Satya Sai Preventive Cardiology and Rehabilitation Services. for health and healing. This is what we need. We can go to no extent. Can I just show you the magnitude of the problem that I'm talking about? If you see on the screen right now, the commonest top four reasons for coronary artery disease in India are perfectly controllable. Can't you control smoking? Can't you control diabetes? Can't you control obesity? Motapa nahi hota aapse control. Ho sakta hai. If these four can be done, top four are just these. Going ahead, when we see a pie chart, if you see that 57% of deaths in India today are caused with coronary artery disease. What are you scared of? Cancer, diabetes, lung issues. 57% are just coronary artery disease, controllable risk factors. Why did Swami make us stand here today? To make us remind that this trend started in a massive way. Just 10 years, I'm taking you back in time, 2015 to 2025. Look at the trend. Something massive happened. Look at this. The average age of anybody sitting in this hall here is definitely more than 16 years. 16 years, coronary artery disease starts. 30, there is a heart attack. 40, there is a heart failure. How worse can we get? This stands for the truth. If you see statistics of all the regions in the world, India does worst. What is it about India shining then? We are having the highest fatality rate anywhere in the world. If you see this, this is not a Rohit Sharma's hitman sixer. This is how coronary artery disease is going. We are just 4 years away from the last chart, from the last graph. Just 4 years away. There is a need to understand why Swami is standing here in 1999. This is MBA Day 1999. On an MBA Day, Swami speaks about guidelines to control heart disease and heart attacks. 26 years back, did we forget the message? Swami, forgive us if we have. But it's time to go ahead and understand that preventive cardiology is where it lies. The time is now. We only have now. If we do not have now, if we do not make use of that, this graph is going to go higher and higher. That is what Sai Sparsh is all about. To take this forward, I call my first speaker, Dr. Rita Varyani, the head of Department of Cardiology, also an alumnus at our institute and my senior, to talk about Sparsh and how the nuances of Sparsh are and how we are taking preventive cardiology forward. Dr. Varyani, please.
Om Shri Sai Ram. Offering my humble pranams at the divine lotus feet of our beloved Bhagwan, Shri Satya Sai Baba, I am honored to stand here in the sacred precincts of Prashanti Nilayam, introducing Sai Sparsh on behalf of the Department of Cardiology and the whole of SHIMS Whitefield. Swami has told us many times that healthcare should be free, compassionate, comprehensive, and preventive. How do we move forward to achieve this preventive goal at least? The rest is already in action. Taking forward the preventive wing, supported by the Sri Satya Sai Central Trust, guided by our esteemed director, Dr. Sundaresh, continued efforts by Dr. Nayanjit Chaudhary and the entire team of volunteers who are being trained, supports and inputs from the departments of dietary, physiotherapy, and cardiology. A beautiful program is being weaved out for both patients and attenders to reduce the burden of cardiac disease. The Sai Sparsh, the Sri Satya Sai Preventive Cardiology and Rehabilitation Services for Health and Healing. On behalf of the Department of Cardiology and SHIMS Whitefield, on this auspicious occasion of the 25th anniversary of our hospital, it is Swami's gift to all the patients and attenders. Who do we think are we really trying to treat? Is it the only older patients who will get heart attacks? No. As already alluded, the risk factors are increasing in the young as well, and more youngsters are falling trapped to heart disease. It's unfortunate to note that in India, we have higher numbers, younger patients, lesser access to heart disease, more mortality, lesser insurance, and definitely lesser preventive or rehabilitative care. Now, this picture must be familiar to most youngsters, but do we really know what we are eating? See, there may be no Patra Shuddhi, Padartha Shuddhi, or Paka Shuddhi as Swami would have wanted us to have. We all know that prevention is better than cure. What exactly are we preventing? Do we know what to prevent? Do we know the root cause of heart disease? Fortunately for us, we've always had Swami who several decades ago told us the root cause of coronary artery disease, and that's how we know what to prevent. Let's hear from Swami himself.
చాలా ప్రధానం.
For heart diseases, these three are responsible: hurry, worry, and curry.
కరి, ఫ్యాట్,
Curry means fat here.
ఇది చాలా ప్రమాదం.
This is dangerous.
కనుక మానవుడు 50 సంవత్సరములు దాటిన తర్వాత క్రమక్రమేణ ఆహారాన్ని తగ్గిస్తూ రావాలి.
After 50, you should cut short taking food.
కానీ కొంతమంది ఆహారాన్ని తగ్గిస్తారు కానీ క్యాలరీ ఎక్కువగా వస్తుంటాయి.
Though they reduce the quantity of food, but the calories should be
క్యాలరీస్
more.
కూడా తగ్గించాలి.
We should reduce calories also.
ఇవి తగ్గించినప్పుడే తనకు ఒక విధమైనటువంటి యొక్క హార్ట్ జబ్బు కానీ పెరాలిసిస్ కానీ ఐ కంట్రాక్ట్ ఒక క్యాట్రాక్టిస్ కానీ చాలా హెల్ప్ చేస్తుంటాయి.
When you reduce calories, you will not suffer from heart diseases. You will be also away
అయ్యో,
from
నేను
paralysis.
తక్కువగా భుజిస్తున్నాను అని 2 స్పూన్లు నెయ్యి వేసుకుంటాడు, 4 అప్పడాలు తింటాడు.
He thinks that I'm eating little, but he takes 2 spoons of
ఒక్కొక్క
ghee.
అప్పడము 100 క్యాలరీస్ 150 క్యాలరీస్ ఉంటాయి.
But each papad gives 100-150 calories.
ఈ ఆయిల్ తో చేరటం చేత క్యాలరీ అధికమైపోతుంది.
Because of this oil, you'll be consuming more of calories.
ఒక్క టీ స్పూన్ నెయ్యి 100 క్యాలరీస్ ఉంటుంటాయి.
1 teaspoon of ghee carries with it 100 calories.
కనుక ఇది క్వాంటిటీ తక్కువగానే గాని అది క్వాలిటీ ఎక్కువగా ఉంటుంటాయి.
Quantity is less, but quality is more.
కనుక ఈ విషయమంతా కూడా మనం చక్కగా విచారణ చేసి ఆహారము సాత్వికమైనటువంటిదిగాను మితమైనటువంటిదిగాను హితమైనటువంటిదిగాను ఉంటుండాలి.
To maintain health, in this aspect also, we should discriminate, think well, and eat in limits that which is delicious and acceptable.
ఆహారంతో కలిగేటువంటి యొక్క ఆరోగ్యం కంటే మానసిక సంబంధమైనటువంటి యొక్క అనారోగ్యమే ఈనాడు అభివృద్ధి అవుతుండాలి.
Today's world, the mental diseases are greater than the diseases arising out of food.
నిరంతరము కూడాను మానవుడు యోచించటము.
Continuously, man is undertaking to think and
ఈ
worry.
యోచన అనేటువంటి దానికి రూపం ఏమిటి?
What is the form of this worry?
ఈ విచారము అనేటువంటి దానికి రూపం ఏమిటి?
What is the form of this?
వాట్ ఇస్ ది షేప్ ఆఫ్ వరీ?
What is the shape of worry?
ఇట్ ఈజ్ ఓన్లీ మెంటల్ క్రియేటెడ్ ఫియర్. కనుక మనం మానసిక సంబంధమైనటువంటి యొక్క ఆలోచనల చేతనే మనం అనారోగ్యంకు గురి అవుతున్నాము.
We are getting mental diseases because of unnecessary thinking.
So beautifully, Swami has told us about hurry, worry, and curry. So, can we help all this with cardiac prevention and rehab? Can we also reduce hurry, worry, curry? Worry, stress, depression, everything? Oh, yes, certainly. A lot of people experience stress, anxiety, and depression. Prevention and rehab can improve mental health by way of counselings, group meetings, and a lot of more things. Taking care of the mind is as important as taking care of the body. Lesser the worry, we are more likely to take care of ourselves. The need of the hour is this comprehensive approach, focusing on all the factors of healthcare. Through this initiative, Swami, we will be embracing Swami's own love all, serve all with renewed vigor, enabling both patients and attenders to imbibe self-care and self-love, which will not only protect their physical hearts, but also nourish their spiritual hearts. Dearest Swami, we offer our gratitude to you for having strengthened the wings of the Department of Cardiology with Sai Sparsh. We believe, Swami, that with your blessings, patient care can soar to greater heights and achieve what you truly meant by Medicare. Jai Sai Ram.
Thank you, Dr. Varyani, for those thoughts and reiterating those enlightening words by Swami. Swami has actually broken them down into a papad and into a rice. Imagine God coming down to the level of telling us this much. No other Baba, no other Swami, no other God can do this for us. where he takes the kitchen into account and tells you exactly how to eat. Healthcare very much is like democracy, is what we all feel. It is your health. Your health is in your hands. Why should it be the doctor's responsibility? Why should it be the government's responsibility? Sai Sparsh runs on this basic principle. There is a word in that called rehabilitation. उसे हिंदी में बोलते हैं पुनर्वसन. पुनर्वसन यानी you go back to what your health was before you had the calamity. So let's do that. Let's start Sai Sparsh. Exactly on how Sai Sparsh is happening at the grassroots level, on a day-to-day level, I now invite Dr. Nayanjit Chaudhary, who is senior consultant with us, honorary senior consultant with us at SHIMS, but also senior consultant, State Health Services, Government of Meghalaya, Shillong. Nayanjit has been working with us very closely over the past 6 months to develop this entire program and actually trained a whole group of volunteers. So that has to come from you. So there have been volunteers whom we have trained from Sai Sparsh, for Sai Sparsh, to take this message forward and to explain about the nuances of exactly how things are going on a daily level. Dr. Nayanjit will be speaking next. Dr. Chaudhary, please.
Om Sai Ram. My humble salutations at the divine feet of Bhagwan, Sri Sathya Sai Baba. And what a distinguished privilege for me to talk today. This is my maiden speech in front of my own mother, who is sitting amongst us. I have been a student of medicine for nearly more than 35 years. And, on a day very early in my career, I did propose to my then employer a program for prevention of heart disease, because I was very passionate about diabetes and heart disease, following my own father's passing away at a very early age, when I was still a medical student. And after that, I had many more failed attempts to launch something related to preventive cardiology. But as it goes in Hindi, Bhagwan ke ghar mein der hai andher nahi. So one fine day, I receive a call from my friend, philosopher, guide, guru, Dr. Sundaresh. And he says, Nayanjit, and we don't work anymore together. He says, Nayanjit, we are starting preventive cardiology in our hospital in Whitefield. I want you to come and design this program. And I'm shocked. I said, but I'm not a cardiologist, sir. I'm a preventive physician. And he says, you don't need to be a cardiologist to do preventive cardiology. You just do it. And thankfully, I had the privilege of coming to Prasanthi Nilayam a couple of times in the last 1 year. I'm still an infant in the Sai family. But I had the opportunity to listen to Baba's speech that Dr. Rita just played for you. And it struck me with a magical thought. Hari, Vari and Kari is something in medicine we call allostatic load. The wear and tear that our body and mind accumulate across our lifespan. That's so distinctly and very, very simply Baba puts as Hari, Vari and Kari. Hari is our physical stress with no rest. Worry is our mental stress with no rest. And Kari is well understood. Baba in his own speech has given, broken it down to such simple words as rice and papad. But then to do this program, I had to ask myself, am I the really right person to do it? Do I manage my hurry, worry and curry well? So, Baba gave me, through Dr. Sundaresh, an opportunity to really work on my own health. I'm diabetic and I'm hypothyroid and I have all the hurry, worry and curry of the world. And so I had to work on my own self. And thanks to my own mom, who has been a successful demonstrator of how she has managed her own hurry, worry and curry over last 25 years. Very, very disciplined, very regimented approach to managing her own self. And she's been my teacher. So I have been able to really manage my own diabetes, my own hypothyroid, my own several other clinical parameters that were not in range, including my liver function. And then I thought, now I'm ready to work with the volunteers and co-design, co-create a program that not only the country, but the whole world can learn from. With that humble effort, especially with the support of Dr. Rita, Dr. Prayag, Dr. Deepika, Mahalakshmi, Praveen, and the entire staff of our Whitefield Hospital, and most importantly, our esteemed volunteers from the Seva Dal, we have designed a program that are highly based in scientific evidence, but simplified through the language of Baba's speeches. And this is what we call Sai Sparsh. Now, how do we do it? First of all, we try to understand why we have coronary artery disease. We have it. Both Dr. Rita and Dr. Prayag showed us the extent of the problem, the magnitude of the problem. But what do we have it? We try to understand. We must go back to our civilizational evolution. India is in the north of the equator, right? And geographically, we are a very dry place. We have only 4 months of rain in a whole year and almost 8 months of no rain. And you know that India has undergone multiple famines over the last 5,000 years, and we have survived. We have survived because of, 1, our genes, 2, our practices that our sages through our Vedic culture have taught us. Our genes were designed to preserve fat because during famines we wouldn't have enough to eat. And therefore fats were programmed to be part of our body, particularly the central part. Okay? That's why we call ourselves thin fat Indians, or tofi, thin outside, fat inside. A person may look thin from outside, but he's actually got much of fat inside. It is genetically a blessing for us to survive famines. But today there is no famine. Today we have surplus. So we cannot have the same culture of eating and preserving for a rainy day. I mean, there's no rainy day, there's a famine day or dry day. Today, there's abundance every day. And that's exactly where comes Baba's message about eating less. Eat less. How do we eat less? It's a cultural problem. So, the program has been designed in such a way that when patients and caregivers enroll with us, we take them through a very, very structured but personal approach. We would ask them, what is their aspiration in terms of health and wellness? And once we arrive at an aspirational goal, we would ask them about their current hurry, worry and curry. And then we try to find out, why is it a gap between what the aspirational goal is and where I am today, and what is the smallest change we can make together. And then we take the first step. We guide them through every step, and eventually our intent is to hand them over to the larger Sevadol across the country so that we can follow up with every person enrolling into this program. And this is why we need many more volunteers to come forward and take this training and support both themselves, their families, as well as the people they serve. So that's the background of the whole program. It's an interdisciplinary program wherever a patient may be at a very mild risk of developing heart disease, or a moderate risk, or a high risk, or even a patient who has already undergone treatment for coronary artery disease. There is a support system for everyone. And this is why prevention and rehabilitation will go hand in hand. I don't want to take much of your time. We would want everyone to know about this program. So we would look forward to opportunities where we can talk about it. The miracle that Baba has caused in me to be privileged to speak in front of you with rebound confidence that we can prevent heart disease, I want all of you to also experience. So let's join hands. One very important message I want to relay, that's my learning from Baba's message, is love is the greatest healer. And this is exactly where we are designing the program around compassion. Compassion with the self, and then compassion with others. And this is the greatest message Baba has left with us, in my opinion. And I want to conclude with this. Thank you very much for listening. Om Sai Ram.
Thank you, Dr. Nayanjit, for training our volunteers, expanding on Sai Sparsh, and essentially, as I said, trying to put the patient's health, your health, in your hands, always guided by experts. As I reiterate again, your health is your responsibility. Don't look for government schemes. It's your responsibility, not your doctors. We are here to treat you and guide you, but your health is in your hands. Treating with medicines, with injections, stents, bypasses, I just keep coming to stents and bypasses, is one thing. But then getting a patient back on their feet, somebody who's just had a calamity, somebody who's just had a heart attack, somebody who's just had a stroke, how vulnerable are they? How scared are they to go back to their own lives? Forget them. It's even their families that get devastated. There is an emotional burden. There is a financial burden. There is a social burden. It's not easy to do this in a safe and a guided manner always, unless you are trained for it. With the expansion of the Department of Physiotherapy, that has really been a shot in the arm for us. As Rita ma'am had already expanded on, we have now 2 new wings. That bird has 2 new wings. The cardiac rehabilitation and the neuro rehabilitation. We will now play a small video encapsulating exactly what kind of work is going on at CHIMS Whitefield for these patients who are probably at the nadir of their lives, where we can pull up back to them. Sai Sparsh is about being a bridge. If you understand that. Sai Sparsh is essentially about a bridge. The patient is going from the temple of healing to his home. We already have one, and that is our telemedicine services. But this is again a shot in the arm, because you now have a patient who's been guided and told exactly to what extent he can do, when can he do, what can he eat. That's a huge, huge plus when a patient goes back home, so that he does not return as a patient, he returns as a devotee. That's what Swami wanted, that no patient should come back. He never said nobody should come back. He said no patient should come back. That means you should get rehabilitated. वहाँ तुम्हारा पुनर्वसन होना चाहिए. That is the word I use, पुनर्वसन. जैसे आप पहले थे, आपको वहाँ पहुँचाएंगे. And that is what is encapsulated in this video, which we'll be playing next. Can I have the video, please?
The concept of rehabilitation is to exploit the body's ability to cope up with the deficiencies which have been created either by disease or by injury. This just goes to say that the body has got the tremendous ability to manage deficiencies provided the right environment is created for it. During one of my interviews with Bhagwan, I had mentioned to Bhagwan that I need to have permission to start spinal surgery and rehabilitation at the Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Medical Sciences at Whitefield. At that time, I was a visiting consultant at the Sathya Sai General Hospital at Whitefield. As an orthopedic surgeon at the MS Ramaiah Medical College and Hospital, I was doing a lot of spine surgery where I found many patients with paraplegia, that is loss of power in both the lower limbs, who could not be rehabilitated and walk. The only thing we did towards rehabilitation of such patients was to give them wheelchairs, for which I was not happy about. Bhagwan had just mentioned at that time, everything will happen when the time comes. In a subsequent interview with Bhagwan, I mentioned to him again, so he reminded me to say that everything will happen in due course, so don't be impatient. As an example of rehabilitation for the orthopedically injured patient, when a person goes on to either as a surgery or onto a cast, the limb is immobilized for long durations of time and the brain tends to forget the fact that the movements are there. The process of rehabilitation in that situation involves retraining the brain to understand that the brain needs to send signals to the affected limb to move the joints.
For a neurosurgeon, neurorehabilitation is a very important part of the neurological care of the patients. It's almost as important as the original surgery part. It is primarily geared at patients with who have neurological injuries of different types, be it trauma, be it something like dementia, Parkinsonism, Alzheimer's, or even patients operated of brain tumors or spinal cord tumors. For all of them, neurorehab plays an important part. Another important part is in the management of patients with stroke.
The neurocognitive rehabilitation focuses on providing standardized and structured rehabilitative techniques to allow individuals who have cognitive dysfunction to rehabilitate them back into society, regain independence, as well as improve overall quality of life. I think when we're dealing with the field of psychology, it's very important to try to provide a sort of safe environment for the patient, as well as try to provide a very selfless nature towards the patient to sort of enrich their well-being. I think the Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Medical Sciences really provides that environment and space wherein I, as a psychologist, can contribute my skill set wholeheartedly to the patient.
For most families, this prolonged rehab process becomes a financial burden. And this burden determines whether the patient can go back to independent life with dignity. This includes a structured exercise training program, counseling for stress management, and counseling for a heart-healthy nutrition.
Less than 20% of people who have heart failure or who have a heart attack today in India are actually referred to a clinic for cardiac rehabilitation. And less than 8 to 10% of them actually continue to do cardiac rehabilitation. And that is a very small statistic considering the number of attacks that are actually happening across India today, which sadly has got the moniker of the CAD capital of the world. About 47% of a future death after a heart attack can actually be reduced by cardiac rehab. Up to 30% of a new heart attack can be prevented. Despite all these numbers and all these dimensions reached, it's very difficult to convince a patient really that his fight is just beginning when the doctor's is ending. In the sense that if I put a stent or if somebody does a cardiac surgery and then we actually leave the patient home, his fight starts from there because he is alone, unprotected, not at really a very good sort of a medical facility where he comes from. And the cardiac rehab should start from here. I think that is the whole point why we wanted to push for this, because when he goes back, it has to start here because it has to be monitored. It cannot be done without supervision. So this is going to be done supervised here so that he knows his limits and to what extent his limits can extend as he goes up. Because people have a scare. They have just had a heart attack. Their hearts are not they're functioning too well. They are weak. They wouldn't know where to stop, how much to continue, how to grade it up slowly. That is one facet of it, of course. But of course, the other facet is emotional support. The other one is nutritional support. There is not really, all these are very, very compartmentalized outside. So when we have a kind of a rehabilitative program, it's an all-encompassing thing where the patient from here will be told about the limits he can exercise, how he can eat, how he can structure his diet, how he can structure his daily routine so that he is not overburdened, his heart is not overburdened. And with the larger thing that, we actually are encompassing Swami's vision, that the happiest day is when no patient comes back to this hospital. And I think that is the larger message of any preventive or any rehabilitative program.
And that is how the neuro rehab and the cardiac rehab effort in this hospital has worked. So therefore, Bhagavan's will always prevails. Only thing is we need to be patient enough to understand that there's a time and a place for everything.
We all understand that in India, we pay for our services. The government doesn't. To a certain extent, insurance just take care. But unlike in the West, you are paying for this. Does rehabilitation also have an economic aspect about it, or financial aspect about it? Yes, very much. When you leave a patient good, as he goes from the hospital, as he goes from the temple of healing, healing actually happens. He actually goes back home. He continues his diet practices. He will continue to be more compliant with medicines. As Dr. Nayan was saying, he will start to love himself. I think that is the core of Sai Sparsh. And if that happens, supposing I have a stented patient, if I have a patient who's undergoing an angioplasty, or as Chittaranjan is here, he has a patient who's undergoing a bypass surgery. In the larger sense, 6 months later, 1 month later, 6 months later, 12 months later, 24 months later, 30 months later, we have studies from our hospital. Patients who undergo neuro rehab, cardiac rehab, at least I can speak for cardiac rehab, and patients who do not undergo a cardiac rehab, the stents remain 80% more times patent that is open when you give a patient cardiac rehabilitation. Bypass surgeries, if it is done, they remain 85% of the times open when the patient comes at 5 years. This is data not even reported. ये सब पता भी नहीं है Western लोगों को. It's not that it's not known. It's not practiced. Let's practice it this way. Let me just encapsulate 3 patients for you here. The first was a teacher. Actually, we spoke about this last year as well. The first was a teacher who kept saying, for every line, at the end of every line, she would say, Sai Ram. Sir, I have come to this hospital, Sai Ram. Sir, my heart is having a pain, Sai Ram. A lot of people have that because they live in that mode. Correct? This patient undergoes, she has a massive heart attack. She undergoes an angioplasty. Dr. Rita was with me and we were doing this together. And actually, before she went into the angioplasty, we just told her, Amma, you keep chanting Sai Ram. Anyway, Sai Ram is a part of you. Yes, Sai Ram, I will do that Sai Ram. She went in. We knew it was a very, very critical block. It's called as a left main stenting, the main artery of the heart. When we opened up the stent, we knew she would arrest. Transiently though, but we knew there would be a cardiac arrest. And it happened. She went into a very transient cardiac arrest for a few seconds. And then the rhythm comes back. But what happens is, spontaneously, Sai Ram, Sai Ram. We told her going in, say Sai Ram. We never told her coming out, say Sai Ram. That is the difference that rehabilitation makes. Because we start our rehabilitation, we are starting our rehabilitation with the counseling team as well. It's not just that Sparsh is happening today. Okay, we gave it a name, we gave it a moniker of Sparsh, but it started even earlier. We have the counseling department which tells you even before you undergo a procedure that you are taught breathing exercises. It's not just about stenting. That's what I want to prove here. The second patient was a patient who was sent from Puttaparthi to our hospital in the midst of COVID, because we had a lot of COVID here and we had converted this hospital into a COVID center. So in that patient, essentially, after he had a stroke, the local cardiologist told me there, outside of the hospital, it was written that he was going to be on bed all along. I wish he could come here from Mamilkunta. He's from here. We have put him back on his feet simply by giving him neurorehabilitation. These things are unheard of. If you read medical literature, it says that once a patient has a stroke, he's lying on the bed for good. It doesn't happen. That is the difference Swami wants to make with Sparsh. Let me give you a small anecdote and then I'll finish this. Let us all be those Gilaharis. You know what Gilahari means? Our patients here would know. Squirrels. We are building a bridge, right? We are building a bridge from the temple of healing to where the patient would go to his home. Let him build his temple of healing there, in his home, in his heart. Let us be those squirrels throwing in a small grain of sand. They did it for their Sri Rama. Let's do it for our Sai Rama. Let's do that together for our Sai Rama. We may not be building that bridge. He's doing it for us. Let's throw that small grain of sand. And the second duty would be to remind us that Swami has deliberately put a word in that name. He didn't call it Satya Sai Institute of Medical Sciences. He called it Sri Satya Sai Institute of Higher Learning, Higher Medical Sciences. That is that higher dimension that he wants us to learn. Because when WHO defined health, it did not make it spiritual, it did not make it emotional, it did not make it rehabilitative. That is one step further that Swami has taken आपके घर आने के लिए. That is exactly what we mean by the bridge. Bridge मतलब हम आपको वहीं पहुंचाएंगे. Temple of Healing सिर्फ पुट्टापर्थी में नहीं है और व्हाइटफील्ड में नहीं है. जब Temple of Healing बोलते हैं वो उसको आपको लेके उसका अंश आपके घर में जाना चाहिए और वहां से rehabilitation चालू होता है. That is, it does not matter how bad you have come. You should come back to us as a devotee and not as a patient. We will put you back on your feet. He will rehabilitate you. वहां होता है पुनर्वसन, वहां होता है actual medicine. Thank you. Jai Sai Ram. Sai Ram to all of you.
अखिलाण्डेश्वरी अम्ब परमेश्वरी अखिलाण्डेश्वरी आदिपराशक्ति पालय आदिपराशक्ति पालय श्री भुवनेश्वरी राजराजेश्वरी भुवनेश्वरी राजराजेश्वरी श्री भुवनेश्वरी राजराजेश्वरी भुवनेश्वरी राजराजेश्वरी आनन्दरूपिणि पालय आनन्दरूपिणि पालय सदानन्दरूपिणि पालय सदानन्दरूपिणि पालय अम्ब परमेश्वरी अखिलाण्डेश्वरी आदिपराशक्ति पालय श्री भुवनेश्वरी राजराजेश्वरी भुवनेश्वरी राजराजेश्वरी आनन्दरूपिणि पालय आनन्दरूपिणि पालय सदानन्दरूपिणि पालय सदानन्दरूपिणि पालय परमेश्वरी अखिलाण्डेश्वरी कमलनयना नारायणा कमलनयना नारायणा क्षीराब्धिशयना नारायणा क्षीराब्धिशयना नारायणा मेघवर्ण हरि नारायणा मेघवर्ण सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्तलोका सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्तलोका सुखिनो भवन्तु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः जय बोलो भगवान श्री सत्य साई बाबा जी की जय।
ॐ साईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वप्रचोदयात्। 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 ॐ